Hey guys, my name is Shadiyah and welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is having a great day. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful Monday. Yeah, I just wanted to get on here and just to remind you guys to just, take life one day at a time. Don't stress, don't worry. Everything always works out as long as you believe it will. That's pretty much what you'll get. So, yeah. I've been doing good. Everything's been pretty much good with me. I have been, last couple days, I've been really just in a good mood. Really just feeling, I don't want to say that I'm getting back to my old self because the things that I'm doing now, I really didn't do back then. So I just feel like I'm just becoming a better person all around, just trying to really focus on how I react to things, focusing on just making sure my energy is where it needs to be. It's not always gonna be perfect, but it needs to be where it needs to be. It knows where it needs to be. So that's pretty much all I've been doing. Really, is just focusing on the things that I want to, trying to. I've been challenged with a couple of things, but I don't feed into it anymore. I don't give it my energy. Basically, it's like if something comes my way that's something I don't want to deal with, I don't deal with it. It's not me trying to live in this perfect world or pretend like I don't have problems, because obviously I do. I'm here, so we all do, but I don't put my energy into it as much anymore. I feel like there's no reason for me to take my energy and put it into something that I don't want to happen, that I don't want to not necessarily deal with, but I just don't feel like it's deserving enough to take my energy away, because it's not something that I need to resolve or I need to fix. It just needs to be what it is, and I need to move on from it. So yeah, it's a little personal stuff, but like I said, instead of me, I'm just changing the way I'm reacting to things. Instead of me just, busting out, acting a fool or going crazy or, I don't know, just stupid stuff, I'm just not focusing on it. I just feel like I have to do that because sometimes I focus on things that just does not need my energy, does not need my focus. And then I neglect everything else. And when I neglect everything else, when in actuality, those things that I neglected really needed my attention, versus what didn't gets all of it. And then by the time I get back to what I really need to be focusing on, I don't have the energy for it, because I gave pretty much all of it to something that was just stupid. I've been choosing where and how I've been choosing how I react to things now. I've been taking a deep breath or thinking about it, and just things that I know is going to take time to build, but it's going to be way worth it than me doing the old stuff where it made no sense. It was just stupid. All the energy was gone, wasted, and I feel even worse than I did before. So, because I don't know if you guys remember. No, I didn't even record. So right when we moved in here, there were some things that I was like overwhelmed with. It was a lot of things going on, and I just threw myself into it. I tried to find solutions. I was doing what I need to do, but I put a lot of things, to the side. And one of those things was me. I put myself aside and I paid for it. So what happened was, I went to the beauty supply and I saw that they had some lip gloss there, and I was like, oh my god, I remember getting this lip gloss when I was a little girl, whatever, when I was a kid. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it, and I'm gonna buy it because I remember wearing it when I was younger or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna do this. It's a little cheap. It's okay. It's for a low, but it's all right. It's still, I used it before, so I didn't think anything of it. And because like most of the time, the lip glosses that I do use, if it's like for cheap, would be like drugstores, or it would be ColourPop. I love using ColourPop lip glosses. That's like my go-to for lip glosses and lipsticks for cheap. I really like them. But yeah, anyways, I got it and I used it and I was like, okay, it's whatever, it's, I don't, I didn't get the bally one, the oily one. Like, I didn't get that one. That was when I was like, maybe 10 or 11. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I didn't get that kind. I got the one you squeeze out and it comes out in a tube. And so I was using it for about a week and everything was fine. It was like, okay, like I said, I was really busy. I was really putting myself into other things that I had to take care of. And so I just was like, okay, I need something on the go. And like I said, I grabbed it there. Anyways, like a week, no. I can't remember when this happened. I just remember my lips being very chapped. And I was like, why are my lips so chapped when I keep putting on this stuff? Like, everything should be fine. Why am I looking crusty, And I didn't understand it. And so I kept using it. I kept putting, I need to put more on it, obviously, because my lips are hella chapped. So I kept using it. And then I started to feel burning. And I was just like, what the heck? Like, what's wrong with my lips? So I stopped using it for like a couple days. And when one night I got home and I washed my face and I washed my makeup off and I saw that my lips were like so black. Like they were, I can't, you can't see because I have lip gloss on, lipstick. But when I do another video, I'll probably not wear nothing. And that way you can see it because it's still scars, but it's not as bad. But my whole lips, both my lips were black. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? Why are my lips so black? And then they started to really burn and it started to hurt. And I was like, okay, I think I got a chemical burn. I think something happened. And I didn't even think about the lip gloss. I was like, what happened? Like, what did I do? Like, where did this come from? And it hit me. I was like, the freaking cheap lip gloss that I bought at the beauty supply. So the reason for this story was just I was thinking about how now it's so different. Like, I've really been focusing on me more because you could put yourself so far away to where you can neglect yourself and things can happen and you're not even knowing that you are neglecting yourself until you get a freaking chemical burn or something. You're just like, wow, like I wasn't paying attention to myself. I was just so focused on something else, and then I ended up getting hurt in a sense, so I was so upset. I was crying down because they looked awful. They looked so bad. They were so black and burnt, and I don't know how to explain it, but a chemical burn is like totally different from like a physical fire burn, and it hurts so bad. And I just thought that, I don't know, like, it really made me feel not so great about myself in that moment because I was like, what am I going to do about my lips? Like, I know it's not important to some people, but for me, it's something I caused on myself. So I felt like it made me feel extra bad because I was like, this is my fault. It wasn't like something that just happened out of the blue. Like, I ignored it. I kept using the stuff. I kept, ignoring what I was feeling and just kept going instead of me stopping in the moment and really seeing what was going on, like checking on myself. So yes, I got a chemical burn really, really bad. And like I said, it's still black in certain areas, but it's healed up so much and I'm so happy because, oh my gosh, like I was just like, what am I gonna do? I didn't know what to do. Like, I really didn't know what to do. I was like, this cannot be happening to me. It was so awful for me, but it taught me, it was like, okay, you need to listen. When you have these signs, when you have these situations and, it's happening, you're just like, no, I'm not going to focus on that right now. I'm not going to fool with that. I'm going to leave it there. Don't. Like, give it your attention. Really focus on things. Like, especially when it comes to your health, mentally and physically. Like, you have to listen to yourself. Most of the time, the hints, they're there. And they're trying to give you an idea of what's going on. And you just can't ignore it. So yep, that's what that's what happened to me, and it was awful, but I made it through. But yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not putting myself in any situation like that anymore. I think it's important, especially for women, to take time out for themselves. I'm not saying that you need a whole day I don't really need a whole day for myself. Like, I love my daughter, I love my husband, I love my family. I don't need a whole day out for myself. But there are certain things that I want to do, and I want to have the time to do it, and I want to be able to not worry about what's going on while I'm going through it, while I'm doing what I want to do. Like, I really want just to be able to do what I want to do and keep my mind strictly on that, on me, and not, okay, I'm going to go do something for myself, but I'm thinking about my daughter, I'm thinking about what my husband's doing, I'm thinking about this person, that person, what I need to do when I get home. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, literally, when I'm doing something for me, like right now, I'm not thinking about nothing but this. Because I think that's what was happening a lot too with me shooting videos and stuff. I was still looking at myself, paying attention to what I was saying, how I was sounding. And, you know, it's good to be aware. It's just not to be so critical, not so on it. Like, just let things flow, let things be, communicate, talk, and just take a deep breath. It's okay. Like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it like on cue. Here it is. Like, it's gonna be raw. Like, this is raw, this is real, this is how I'm feeling, this is how I'm thinking. And it's not always gonna be peachy perfect. It's never gonna be peachy perfect, but it's not always gonna be this, oh, I feel so great, everything's going great in my life, everything's going well, everything is on track, and I'm just in control. Like, that's not the reason why we're even here. Like, we are meant to overcome obstacles. Like, that's something that we all have in common. We've all faced something. Therefore, we are here to learn how to overcome things. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And I don't want it to be, well, I've already overcome them, here's what I did. I want to be like, you know what, guys, I was faced with something, or I'm facing something now, and this is what I'm doing, and this is helping, and this is not helping. And hopefully you guys can take this information and use it to benefit something, you know, to be beneficial in your life. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And I just feel like if I don't say anything, if I don't do anything, then I'm not for the greater good of this world. Like, I want people to be happy and positive. I want to be happy and try to look at things in a positive way. And so for me to be that way, for me to think that way and do that way, I need to be out here spreading that same energy and information. So, you know, if I'm not, then I'm just sitting back and I'm not for anything. And I am for good. I am for people being happy, people creating their happiness, because it's not out here to find. You have to create it. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just creating my own happiness. I'm creating my world, my life, the way I want it to be. I've always been this way, never gonna change. I want to live the life that I want to live. And I'm not caring anymore what my family thinks of it or what people think of it. I just can't live like that anymore, because I felt so unhappy. I felt like I was just living one big fat lie. Like, everything I did, going to school, going to these universities, trying to get these degrees, and that's just not me. And that's okay. My daughter already knows. She's 8 years old. You can do whatever the hell you want. As long as you're happy, as long as you feel good about it, as long as you're putting good into the world, I don't even care. Do I want you to slack around and not do anything? Of course not. My daughter is very good in school. She has very good grades. But I don't put the pressure. You know what I'm saying? There's no pressure. It's like, I remember certain situations where I couldn't even tell my parents. I would like hide my report cards, and I would do all kinds of stuff. I'm remembering this now. Like, I would lie and say I lost it. Oh man, I remember one time my teacher had called my mom on her cell phone, and she left the cell phone in the car. And me and him had this whole conversation, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna let you slide. He said, but I want you to take this seriously. No more ditching class and blah blah blah. And I was like, because I was ditching, but yeah, I was ditching. Dang, I don't know what was I ditching for. It was math. I don't like math. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Anyways, I did all that. I hid all that. My mom, I don't think she even knows I had that conversation with him. Like, I deleted his number, everything. you know, and I just don't want that pressure on her. If she needs help, if she needs assistance, let's get it done. Let's work together. But don't feel like you can't come to me because you think I'm going to be disappointed in you or you're going to be a failure in my life. Like, that's not ever going to be the case, like, ever. So, yeah, that is what I am doing. I know I ramble a lot sometimes, guys, but I have a lot to say, and this is my channel, and so I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, and this is just my life. This is the way I do things. You don't have to do it like that, but I do have a lot of information that I've been learning just about being a parent. I went through a lot of things learning how to be a parent. I have plenty of stories, so like I definitely want to share that on here because, you know, there are women out here that are new parents and that are parents to girls specifically, and that is its own thing, okay? Like, that's in its own box. So I do want to talk more about that, and just overall, just like I said, it's going to be versatility on here because I love to talk about different things. And but today I really wanted to get on here and just talk about making sure you're not neglecting yourself, making sure you don't even have to be a parent, you just be a person. That's all. You know, don't neglect yourself. Make sure you take time out for yourself. Put yourself first in a lot of situations. It's not being selfish. You need to be able to take care of you in order to take care of whoever else you need to take care of. In order for it to work out, in order for it to be positive and well, you have to be positive and well. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. But if you made it to the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you understand what I'm saying. I know I talk a lot. I know I'm kind of everywhere, but I hope that you are able to take something from this, and hopefully it can help you some way, somehow. That's all I'm looking for, is to be able to help somebody. If you enjoyed this video though, please subscribe to my channel and give me a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.